Welcome to the port city of Mobile, Alabama, here at Hancock-Whitney Stadium for what ought to be a terrific matchup in the 68th Ventures Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a team from the MAC, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth. David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. And he's going to bring it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little better field position. The Tigers offense will get the first possession of the game. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all of the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses a defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Wilson. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back on the move. He get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And this defense really wanted to come out and set the tone and be physical, but the offense did that. They took control. They owned the line of scrimmage. They create the big explosive run on the first drive to really set the tone in this football game.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So Cincinnati's offense has the ball for the first time. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with it.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. The quarterback rode that RPO for a while, trying to make sure the defenders were wrong, and he took a big shot and couldn't quite connect.
And those RPOs make you wrong defensively regardless. Do I come up really fast and play the run, or do I stay back? Great job by the defense, understanding, seeing it, playing the pass really well.
Dropping back, it's Dickens. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Working that left side now. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Bearcats have their offense in high gear. The run from the shotgun. Makes it past the marker. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
They're going to ride this running back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
Man, you got to love the offense coming out with a plan. They're going to feed their running back. Great job featuring him. Great job setting the physical tone. And they punched this defense right in the mouth and already got them back on their heels.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They are controlling the ball. 9th play of the drive. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker. It's Smith. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Dickens. Missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And this offense now is decision time. Man, they've put a nice drive together. You want to walk away with points, but how aggressive do you want to be? Do you want to take this field goal, or do you want to try to get a touchdown?
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
It took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
How about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. The sure hands, it's West. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Wants to bring it back. Slips through the line. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Looking for a man, it's Dickens. Makes the grab.
And I love when my quarterback sees zoned and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Wants to throw on third down. That's reeled in. It's Smith. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. First play of the period, first down here. They'll leave it with him. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
He might want another play. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Steps away to find some room. Bought a little time, lets it go.
And you just got to wonder if the pass rush affected the QB's accuracy on that throw. He had his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had to throw it a split second faster than he wanted to, and the ball got away from him.
Dropping back, it's Dickens. Wide out, trying to get it in. Give him 6. Touchdown, Bearcats. Lining up for the PAT. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the final tally on that drive will be 31 yards. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. The Tigers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Zings it complete to the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And this is why checkdowns are so big. There's a lot of quarterbacks in these types of situations on 3rd down. They just want to make the home run, highlight-type throw. But a nice job being poised and making a good decision, checking it down.
Turning it on! He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. The Tigers have this offense rolling. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
Wants to throw again. Fires one high and deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Bearcats come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Might be changing the route. Looking for a man. It's Dickens. Fires to the wideout. And it's knocked away, incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a 1st down. And once again, you see how valuable the tough little slot receivers are on 4th down.
You isolate those guys, get the matchup you want, and now go win. Nice job by this offense, getting the matchup on 4th down, and the QB seeing it, throwing a strike, getting the 1st down.
And the Bearcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They want to run this quarterback. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's just, it's so hard to defend.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. There he goes. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Bearcats are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Looking to get it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good...
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And it just turns out to be a missed opportunity. You get the ball in the red zone, and you turn it over.
Momentum. It plays a big role for teams and especially for offenses. And when you have chances like that, when you're down in this area of the field, you've got to be able to come away with points. Even if it's not going to be a touchdown, you are not leaving this area of the field without putting at least 3 up on the board. Missed opportunity for the other.
He'll step out of bounds at the 13, and that gives him a little bit more room. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the deep shot was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's get the call. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with results of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. Let's see what he can do with it. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Tight end now in motion. Showing the arm strength to the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Bearcats!
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Madison. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, talk about an edge of your seat type first half, or as they call it there in Mobile, just another typical 68 Ventures Bowl.
The Tigers will kick it off to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They more than got the job done in the first half. Now the job in a bowl game, don't get straight into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Out of the gun to give to the back. Finds a little space. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. The Bearcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Offense now working in the red zone. They'll move the tight end. The give to the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. The run to the left. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You've got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
This offense will try to convert on fourth down for the 5th time. The defense has come up with just one stop so far. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense will stay out there to go for it on fourth down again. They're 3 for 4 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unleashes to the end zone. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. That's caught. It's Terry. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive...
He unleashes a long one. Got it inside the 10. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere. He's knocked down behind the line. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. To the air, it's Dickens. Trying to find the end zone. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. 4th and goal from the 2. Can they finish this drive? Under fire. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on 4th down, and they'll get it back. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. And the Tigers are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. Power football with the run. And the defense expected the run, and they got it. No gain. He just gets it back to the 2.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Running back searching for a hole. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the field. They know they left points on the board. They let that one get away from them. They look like they are pumped up and ready to go here, Dave.
And listen, it was a good drive, so you got to remember that. But they got to realize, I got to get points. When I get in those areas, I got to capitalize. And they wanted a touchdown last time. This drive, they can go make it happen.
Nice play by the defense, but now is a time they've got to be more consistent. They allowed this running back to go off in that first half, and moving forward now, they've got to try and take this running back away.
Back to throw, it's Dickens. They're working that left side. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They stop him just a length or 2 short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. The Tigers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Caught near the sticks. It's Terry. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grab near the sticks. It's West. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. We've reached the break. Cincinnati is on top. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. will stay into the game, and we'll start with a first down. Wants to throw it. He's got the back in the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk. Be positive for this all.
And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Missouri!
Yeah, and really nice job seeing the middle of the field, seeing I can go deep and attack the middle of the field. And you can tell he runs a post, ball's right on him, catches the football, and then gets to gallop right into the end zone for a touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt. Find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute. Build this lead a little bit bigger. Put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
The give to the tailback. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Dickens. Got his man quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and you see they keep creeping the running backs out in the flat right there. He slips him out to the right, gets him the football quickly. But this defense, man, I tell you what, you talk about speed, seeing things, reacting, and going and getting them on the ground. Really nice job.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And the Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for him else.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of...
Oh, he's got some space. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Motion from the wideout. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
Missouri gets to the line quickly.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Grabbed in the backfield, it's West. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And obviously you're in a tough spot. Like, you're down a couple of possessions. The defense knows you're going to throw the football, so you can tell they're backed up. They're playing the pass, and the offense has to take the little stuff underneath. They've got to find a way to make explosive plays, even though the defense is playing conservative.
Here's a heat. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Bearcats!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus.
Intercepted for the 11th time. Knocked down quickly after the pick, but that offense says thank you very much, and they'll have it at the 43.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer.
Got some room to run. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down. The officials stopped the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Got it inside the 15. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Touchdown, Bearcats! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking. They are still scoring.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were down into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback.
Lets it fly. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Bringing it back inside the 30. He's at the 10. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Cincinnati!
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. He picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. To the air on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. And listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Takes the easy completion. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. The Bearcats decide to punt it away. Maybe one notch of adrenaline too much on the punt there. It hits about a yard deep in the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them.